Welcome to Cohesive Friendship Unit. My name is Chris. I'm here with Brian,
What's going on?
Jake,
Hey guys.
and Jeremy.
What's up?
We predicted during our Game Awards prediction that we'd be getting Resident Evil 3 Remake. We were 2 days off. The trailer launched today during Sony's State of Play. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to, I don't know, just give our vibes on it, basically. And before we do that, we are doing a giveaway. Currently, we're giving away a copy of Darksiders 2, but that sub goal's already been reached, so we're kind of reaching out for winners. Our next giveaway is going to be announced during Christmas week. It's going to be on our community tab and in one of our videos, so look forward to that. And yeah, if you love us, sub us. All you have to do is be subscribed for all our giveaways, and if you like the video, throw us a like. Let us know down below what you think of Resident Evil 3 or the original, because I feel like this one is like the least played of the first three. Or the least talked about, at least. Anyways, Resident Evil 3, guys. We got it. I don't know. What do we think about it? Like, what's our reaction here? What's our hot takes? You like zombies?
I don't know if this is a hot take, but regards to Resident Evil 2 Remake, I mean, they did a great job with that. So if they continue on that trend, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see remakes actually be good.
Yeah. I played the RE2 Remake twice this year. And what's surprising to me is that this is coming out just over a year after the 2 Remake. So they're turning these out.
Which is crazy because they must put in a ton of work because they don't look anything like the original.
They look absolutely insane. I think that this engine is like the best, well, besides like the proprietary ones from like Sony, this is like the best engine in games.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And I think the thing that I noticed the most in this trailer that separated it from 2 was the emphasis on first person in the trailer, at least, right? There's a lot of like first person cinematics, and that kind of looks like they're kind of merging Resident Evil 7, which was a first person game, and they're taking what worked in Resident Evil 2, which was like fixing up the controls, and they're kind of making that work in a really cool way.
It looked to me like all the first person stuff in the trailer was like cinematics, like not gameplay though.
I agree, but even just having it, like I'm down for them mixing it up. Like that's fine.
But I don't necessarily think that's going to make it into the game at all. I think that might have just been for the trailer.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking that, or all the cinematics are in first person or something. I could see either.
Could be.
What about you, Brian? You're a fan of Japanese zombie survival horror, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a remake. If you like Resident Evil, you'll probably like it.
Do you think this is a Strand type game?
No, the graphics aren't anywhere good enough, especially the snow graphics.
You were
The walking is not
Apparently, this
sophisticated
one,
enough.
It didn't have any snow, so like that's a big negative for it right there.
You were talking about how you think that this could happen, though, right? Like we're gonna reanimate the dead.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, right? It's not going to be a good idea. Like, people need to listen to pop culture when it comes to shit like this, because just don't do it.
Well, we all know what the ultimate resolution of this game is. Raccoon City gets nuked, so we know.
So maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah,
and we'll
don't
all
do
get
that
nuked.
either. Like,
don't nuke your own city.
Just don't do any of it. Just say no to zombies and nukes.
You heard
And
it
that's
from
what I'd
Brian.
have to say about this game.
Say no to zombies and
And
nukes.
nukes. No, you got to get both in there. It's a two-pronged platform.
So actually, on a couple repeat viewings, I did see there are a few shots from the RE2 remake, or at least locations. Like Jake, you're right. Leon is in this game, at least in a shot. So I do wonder if they're gonna enhance it a bit. You know, if they're gonna try to tie these remakes in and like make the story a bit better, I guess. Because 2 told the story better, but it was pretty much the same story.
Yeah, I like that they are really taking some, I don't know if liberties is the right word because this is their game after all, but that they're not afraid of changing things and making things better, which I feel like a lot of remasters, I'd say that in quotes, is just like, oh, we upped the polygon count and didn't change the controls, so it's still hard to play, but the nostalgia is going to carry you through most of it. So
Yeah, I mean, this is like a full, like, I mean, the Resident Evil 2 remake not only like remade the graphics from the ground up, but it totally redid the gameplay to basically make it Resident Evil 4 gameplay, a little bit different, but you know, more or less it brought it. They got rid of the tank controls, the fixed camera angles, the over the top view, and they made it like basically a normal third person shooter.
they got new audio.
Oh yeah, everything
which-
is different.
I mean, we've been playing Halo Reach, which is not a remaster, or maybe, I don't know what you would call it, but
No, it's not.
They have enhanced graphics.
They have enhanced
they have
graphics.
enhanced graphics. But
Also not a strand type
purpose.
game, just for, you know.
No, it's fucking
Right.
Halo. It's not a strand type game.
But my point with Halo is that, like, you can tell that the audio is older. Like, you can hear it in sound quality. And obviously, if you go back and watch Resident Evil 3 trailers and clips and gameplay, there's no... It's a far cry from those days, the audio they have now. So they're going all out.
Yeah. So the game I really want from all these remakes, I know 2 was wanted for a really long time, but the game that I really want is Resident Evil 4 to be remade. And so this was turned out a little over a year after the 2 remake. Do you think 4 is coming anytime soon, or do you think they're going to take a break and go to 8? I don't know, like, how are we feeling? Also, 4 doesn't need a remake as bad,
Yeah.
because the gameplay that they're essentially fixing in 2 and 3 is making it play like 4, basically.
Closer. I mean, it's still old. I played 4 all the way back on the Wii, so I don't know.
I mean, it came out
I
on the
don't know.
GameCube.
Yeah, I don't know how good the gameplay was without, like, the nunchuck and joystick or whatever. So you're right, it doesn't really need the remake as badly, but I wouldn't turn one down.
I think it'll come eventually. It's free money. That's one of the better loved games, and it requires probably a little less effort to get into ship shape than 1, 2, and 3.
That's
But
true.
if we do see Resident Evil 8 next, I wonder what that game's going to be, because like 6 and 7 were going in a completely different direction than the 2 remake and what looks like the 3 remake are going in.
It's going to
So
be
I'm wondering-
Raccoon City 2, where the nukes actually mutate the infected
It's like
into
Malabo
super
Dose.
infected.
Malabo does.
It's Malabo Quattro.
Well,
It's Malabo 76.
Well, that
Ooh.
that's what I was talking about with this kind of taking some Resident Evil 7 vibes, where like Resident Evil 7's fully first person, and Resident Evil 2 Remake has sold really well. It's been nominated for Game of the Year. I think it's done a little bit better than 7. So I wonder if 8 shifts back to third person, or like what's going on. It seems like Resident Evil is doing better now than they were when they were like trash, but they're still a little lost in their identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are surviving on remakes, which is not a good sign.
Well,
I think
and, like, not for nothing, but I don't know. Kind of like the fun of old games, especially, is how bad they were. And even then, you knew it was like it's a little bit campy, and like this is kind of just weird, but like, you know, don't take it too seriously, I guess. I mean, I don't know how you can not take this seriously, but I think that like, and it's kind of strange to use a word like charm with Resident Evil, but like that's it. Part of the appeal of that older stuff and why people, I think, remember it so fondly is like, oh, you remember that? You could do this one weird thing, or this guy would say like that line over and over and over. Like that primitiveness was part of the appeal of it. And you know, if it's a good remake, it's a good remake. But like, you do lose that.
So I think the last thing I really want to talk about is that apparently I think we talked about this game in one of our videos. I don't know what, but we weren't hot on it. I remember that. this Project Resistance weird asynchronous multiplayer, kind of like Left 4 Dead multiplayer, where some people are the zombies except one person's the zombie controller and everyone else is a survivor. That game is now bundled with this. So like if you buy Resident Evil 3,
Nice.
you get this Project Resistance. Does that I don't know, does that like jingle our
Sweetens the
bells,
deal,
so to
I
speak?
guess.
Yeah, does it though? Like, I don't know. Like I
That
don't
basically
give a shit
that's
about
them saying like, "Yo, this game is fucking garbage, dude."
Yeah.
You want it for free?
They're like, yeah, this
We
this
can't.
wouldn't
We
work
can't. This
out.
is so
we can't
fucking
even sell
bad that
this.
even in this era of Fallout 76 and all these other games, like we can't even sell this shit standalone. Here you go.
Yeah, but if it's free,
Posted.
it's free. You know, like it's free. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
That's true. That's true.
That's the hard part about games like this that have like the asynchronous gameplay is that you need the player base. So it doesn't bode well that they're giving this away just so they can build enough of a player base so their game actually works. Because you can't play a multiplayer game if no one's playing it.
It do be like that.
Fair point.
Pour one out for Evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this does not make Project Resistance any more exciting, nor does it make the Resident Evil 3 remake any more exciting. Like I'm not more inclined to pick up RE3 remake because of this, and I'm not more like happy about this Project Resistance existing personally.
Yeah, but this does tell us that maybe they have the studio bench strength to work on like a Resident Evil 4 remake and a Resident Evil 8 or
Yeah, you put like the Resistance
So-
team on the 4 remake and
Yeah.
and the other team on the 8. That's true. I have a feeling 8's been cooking because 7 came out a hot minute ago.
right. So that'd be my guess is they have 8 in the works and that probably is not going to necessarily slow down the 4. I imagine we'll see a remake of 4 in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, right now Capcom's doing this and Monster Hunter. Maybe we'll get Dragon's Dogma one day.
Maybe.
All right, I mean, that's all for me. You guys have anything else you want to say?
Negative.
All right, what should our Raccoon City citizens be doing right about now, Brian?
I don't know. It sounds like you shouldn't be watching fucking internet videos if you're living there.
Yeah, you should probably
You
get on the
know,
train and leave.
If you get or a bus or whatever. But you know, if you have any thoughts on this, go ahead and hammer those on down in the word box there. And like Chris said at the beginning of the video, if you subscribe to this channel, you might get some free shit. And who doesn't like free shit? So go ahead and click that subscribe button, because plus, if you watch this far, you know you probably liked it. And we do have a veritable shit ton more content like this here on the Cohesive Friendship Unit channel. And smoke them if you got them, guys. That's all for me tonight, Chris.
All right, thank you, Brian. Catch you guys next time.